Hello, tubers of the U. I first off want to apologize to all my subscribers out there and even to anybody else who is just now tuning into my channel. There's huge gap from my last video to this video right now. I'm currently at 2 years and 4 months with my dreadlocks. Unfortunately, about a year and a half, I thought that I wanted to cut my dreadlocks off, so I did cut a few out, and I was just waiting for those to re-dread because I had decided after I cut a few out that I wanted to keep them. So they're just now finally starting to dread up again, and I figured it's time. I know some of you have been waiting, and I really appreciate that. So let's see. They haven't gained much length, unfortunately. I'm sure that'll differ for lots of people, but for me, I really haven't gotten much length at all. This is the side. I hope you can see that. And then back here, these guys right here, I hope you can see. Those ones are really short because those are, those three that I had back there were actually some of the dreads that I had cut off and decided later on that I wanted to keep. I did sew a few on. This one I sewed back on, you can kind of tell right here. I have another one in the back. Anyways, I have another one in the back, and then I have one on the side here too. The one on the side and the one in the back, you can't really tell. So my dreads pretty much lost all of their kinks. You know, I am almost 2.5 years in now, so they have all flattened down. It's thick right here because those used to be kinks. If you can see, this was a kink right here, but it flattened itself down. I have decided also to go in with my bangs. So that's a baby dread. Those are both baby dreads. And then this is a great example of what my dreadlocks looked like in the beginning. You see those kinks? Yeah, and about a year into it, I lost all of my kinks and it flattened, like I had said. This one's still new because it's up towards the base of my head. So yeah, they're doing awesome. I love them so very much. Here's one example of a dread that was super kinky in the beginning. If I pull them apart, you can see the kinks. They just lay down flat on my dreads, and then they cause just flat dreads. I did have a Congo over here that I would like to show you guys. It's always hard to find them. Oh, here it is. It was just two skinnies that I let Congo, like two super skinnies. There. See? And they Congoed. I got my favorite dread, my little turd dread. I would love to show you guys. He's my favorite. I like him a lot. He's just a big old ball at the end of a really skinny dread. What else can I tell you guys? Here's another little skinny one. This one's one of the ones I cut off. It's finally forming. And then I have some that I cut off on the side right here. This one was cut off, and it's still kind of new. Where's the other one? This is the other one that I cut off over here. Which, the reason why I cut my dreads off originally was because I was just getting impatient, and I was ready for it to be something that it wasn't, or I wasn't happy with it because I was looking for perfection in my dreadlocks. And I guess that's just something that I would like to tell you guys, and hope that you can learn through me, that freeform dreads are going to take a while. It's a huge process, and I've just learned over time that patience is seriously key, because I've been through so many phases with my dreadlocks. I loved them, I hated them, I loved them, I hated them. It was just like a continuous thing, and like now that I've learned to accept that they will not be perfect, and learn to accept them for what they really are, I have found a new love for them. Not only that, but now that I've actually given them time to do what they're supposed to do, I have fallen more in love with them, because you're gonna go through phases that suck, and it's just part of having dreads. It's a continuous phase. It's constantly changing. So, but give it time. I promise you. Give it time, and just let your hair do what it's supposed to do, because it's not, in my experience, it's only gonna get better. Here's a little baby dread. I did have someone ask me through comments how I washed my hair, and I normally wait as long as I can to wash my hair, so probably like at most a week, but normally just every 3 days works pretty well for me. If you don't know already, it's a huge misconception that you can't wash your hair when you have dreadlocks, mainly because if you have greasy hair and you are trying to knot your hair, it will be harder for your hair to knot. If your hair is greasy, the hairs will just slip past each other. Not saying that you have to wash your hair, because it still will dread, but it's just easier for them to dread if it's not slippery and slick, okay? I don't use any special dread shampoo. I have an example. It's just like bar soap that I get from my my in-town soap dealer. It's all natural. I really just, and you're not, I don't suggest doing this, but I really just take the bar of soap and scrub it on my head, and then I, just kind of lather it in there, and then I grab my hair and bring the soap down to the bottom of my hairs. Really, you should lather the soap into your hands and then put it on your scalp, just because you don't want any excess soap getting stuck in your dreadlocks. I make sure to rinse my dreads very, very well, and then towards the end of my shower, I always rinse with cold water. And if you do dishes, or, you just know that soap works, and whenever it gets cold, it rinses out easier. So just a tip, always finish your showers with cold water if you don't want resin on your dreadlocks. So what else? That's about it. I should be drying my hair with a blow dryer, but I have really, really thin dreads, and they don't have a problem with drying. They're pretty much dry within 2 hours after washing them, so I don't foresee a problem with it, but it's always better to be safe than sorry. I don't have much in my dreads. This is a bead. I usually like to get beads from festivals, and then that's really all that I have in my hair, festival beads. Got another one over here. I just want to thank you all who have subscribed to me and who were waiting patiently all this time. I had someone said they were waiting a year, but now I hope you can forgive me if you know, now that you know exactly why I did it. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Here's another little bead. They're glass beads, nothing too special. I mean, they're special to me, but... And then I have this one down here wrapped. I did have a really fat crystal hanging off of this one, but it was just getting really annoying, so I had to take it off. But yeah, still got some loose hairs. These are all new dreads. This is a new dread. This one, I showed you this one, is a new dread. This is new. This one is new, extra kinky one. That one will eventually lay down like the rest of my dreads. And then these ones are all new. Yeah, see, the ones in the front are all new. I do have this hair right here I cut, and I cut it way too short, so I'm waiting for this to grow out first. And, you know, with freeform, I just let them dread on their own. Obviously, these two are new. So, that's pretty much it. A year and 4 months now. Those are my babies. I'll show you the back one more time. Hey. Well, that's it. I really appreciate all of you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I will put up more videos now that my dreads are where I would like them to be. You can also follow me on Instagram if you would like to do so. I'm at Chloe Dancer Do Right, but dancers with an S. So CHLOEDANSER on Instagram. Okay? Much love, y'all.